Hey you guys, what is going on? We are here in Dallas, Texas at DFW at the airport here, and I just landed from Lubbock. I had a great time spending time with family. It was a real awesome time. But we're over here in Dallas checking out everything here, and of course grab a bite to eat. I got a long layover, so you know what? Might as well film this experience. So come along and join us. And starting out here, they got a Chick-fil-A. Of course, it's Sunday, so it's always closed on a Sunday. And checking out here is the Coke Around the World experience. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna go down here. All right, and starting out here, some stuff in this World of Coke experience. Pretty cool. You know, sometimes I have to go check out Atlanta and go to their Coke experience. That would be a pretty cool thing. Got some different Cokes around the world here. Huh, no way, Surge. I have not seen that in, oh my gosh, it's been a long time. And you got other kind of Cokes over here too. Huh, that's pretty interesting. All right, and here's some more Coca-Cola stuff over here. Yeah, pretty neat. And of course you got this big old Coke bottle out here. Looks kind of like some Aztec kind of stuff. All right, and even though it is 9:30 my time, I'm pretty hungry. And I've actually never had Whataburger before, and I actually get on about 12 o'clock, so it'll be right at lunchtime. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat now and just say I had a Whataburger and want to try it out. So let's see what they got. All right, guys, so we finally got our food and it looks delicious. So let's dive in. So got some French fries, got me a chicken sandwich, and we're just gonna see what it's about. So got three different kind of sauces though. They got a spicy ketchup, salsa verde, and fancy ketchup. So we're gonna try all three of them. Like I said, I got this sandwich, fries, and everything else. So let's go ahead and dig in. We're gonna go ahead and open these sauces up though. Looks pretty good. Oh gosh. So let's give this thing a go. Always start with French fries. Looks pretty good. I like the stringy fries. They're always pretty good. Hot, fresh. Let's dive into it. Let's do the spicy ketchup. That's really good. It's really good. All right, now we're gonna try some fancy ketchup. This tastes like plain ketchup to me. Let's dive into the salsa verde. Sounds interesting. Wow. No, that's really good. But all three of them are really good. But the main course is this chicken sandwich. Whoa. Pretty big sandwich. Let's open it up a little bit. So you got some lettuce. I'm not big on tomatoes and mayonnaise and all that, so I just told them don't worry about it. And I don't like pickles at all. Y'all know how I feel about that. So let's dive in. Here it goes. Okay, that was really good. Torch rate 5 out of 5, hands down. It's, like I said, the patty's good, chicken patty's good, the bun's really good. It's nice and crispy. It's got a nice little crunch taste to it when you take a bite of it. And of course it's nice, hot and fresh, so you can always go and do that too. I want to try it with the salsa verde though. That sounds really interesting. That's really good. Again, torch rate 5 out of 5. This is my first time I ever had Whataburger, and I wish I had one close to home. I think the nearest one to me is in Athens, which is only 2 hours from Athens. I don't really go there that often. Maybe I'm going to like a Georgia game or something like that, but until then, I don't live that very close to a Whataburger, but really good. I bet you the burgers are just as good though. All right, guys. So Whataburger was really good. So we're just walking around here now around the terminal, and we're actually at Terminal D, and fix to go onto the Skylink. Well, as I call it, the monorail. It's a monorail to me, but anyway, so the correct term is the Skylink. Well, we're here in D, just walking around. They got a lot of restaurants here. Got McDonald's, Subway, you got a Chili's, got some pubs, bars, and actually it's called a place where you can shine your shoes, but I don't need that happening. So right now we're fixing to go on to the Skylink and head down to E, because I got about another hour and a half till I need to get onto the plane. There goes the monorail. Oh, that was mine. They just left. So wait, the train's gonna be in 1 minute. So you got C and E is gonna be on this gate over here, and you got A and B over this way. So a pretty cool little thing to go over here. So you just gotta make sure you go to the right clubs. And of course, here's the boarding station. You got A and B over here, and you got C and E here. Just gotta make sure you look, see which one you need to go to. Check your app, and it'll tell you which one you need to go. So I'll be at E, so just waiting on the next one to come. Barely missed it. And here comes the monorail again. So we're going down the escalator and just got the skylift. Of course, I call it the monorail, but just seeing one go by and put a little clip of that, it was such a great tribute to me of Adam the Woo. And of course, today it's actually his celebration of life today. And this, to me, that was my little tribute to Adam the Woo and his inspiration to me and the future channel. And all right, here is a little store. Maybe I can find something for the girls over here. All right, guys, so it is now 11:10 and we don't board until another hour. So we had an hour to kill, so I figured I would get a hot piping caffeinated beverage, of course, in honor of Adam today for the celebration of life. So cheers, you Adam. Thanks for all the good memories. Oh, that's really good. And I really needed this today. So I woke up about 4:30 this morning, and of course, today had to be the time change. And I'm right here, of course, in Texas, and then I'm having to go to jump another hour ahead of me. So it's gonna be a long day for me. So I figured I had to get me a coffee. Yeah, hit the spot. Okay, that's pretty cool. You might not be able to see it or not, but get a little kiosk machine here, shows you everything you can dine, eat here, and shop. Pretty cool. Oh, so they got IHOP here, Dickey's Barbecue, we were over there a second ago. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And TGI Fries, which we saw the other day when we came over here. But yeah, let's go try that barbecue. And here is Dickey's Barbecue right by E27, which we'll be getting off just a second. Yeah, they got like kind of like briskets and barbecue and well, this and that. Looks pretty good. But I just don't know. I don't think I got enough time to do it though. So we'll see. And of course, before I do leave, I did find some merch for the girls. Got Mass and Olivia some snow globes and Charlotte's up for the kitchen. So I think they'll like that when they get home. All right, so it's 11:34 and we still got some time before we got aboard. So I figured we'd go and get some barbecue. Looks pretty good. Check out these fries. Nice, hot and fresh. Got your little Coke. Man, got a pulled pork sandwich. They were out of brisket, so that's okay. And of course, I got some regular barbecue sauce and some spicy barbecue sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and dip into this. Well, we got some time to kill. So let's dive into the regular sauce. That's really good. Okay, one more time, we're gonna do the spicy. It's pretty good too. They're both really good. And washed out some Coke. Yep, hit the spot. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and dip some of this regular barbecue sauce into this pulled pork sandwich. Like I said, it looks really good. So can't go wrong with some barbecue sauce and barbecue in Texas. So give it a go. Here goes nothing. Check this out, guys. Woo. Wow. So the fries are really good. It's got a nice little good taste to it. Like I said, it's fresh, hot, and just when you bite into it, and just has a good taste to it. But makes it really good with that spicy barbecue sauce. So I'm using the spicy barbecue sauce, dip my fries into it. And of course, I got my pulled pork sandwich, and it's like some good barbecue. So the only culture shock I had here in Texas, one thing I really learned is they have a lot of banks, barbecue, and churches. That's a lot of things I learned about here. So pretty cool. A lot of the banks here. All right, so we got about 25 minutes till we board on the plane. So we're gonna wrap up this video. So Dickey's barbecue was really good, like very good. So I give it a torch rating, 4 or 5. It probably would have been 5 if I had the brisket, but that's okay. But it was really good. But guys, thanks so much again for following this video and my experience here at in Dallas Airport. So until the next time, guys, thanks so much again for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Until the next time, the vlog is out. See you in Augusta, Georgia. We're almost master time. The vlog is out. Goodbye. Alright guys, so future me here, and as I was editing my videos, I was thinking, I kind of wanted to add a little bit to this video, and just my whole experience at, the TSA, my experience in Dallas, just a whole overall experience, because honestly, it was kind of a horrible situation, and I didn't really think about it until I got home and started watching news and seeing all the reports going on, but just want to talk about it a little bit. So, again, like I said, that morning started off really bad. I mean, it was good and bad the same way. Got there my flight was at 7 that morning. I even got there at 6. Probably honestly should have got there earlier. The line was out there. It was honestly like a line at Disney World to me. Like one of them long lines, if you get what I'm saying. But like, it was a pretty long line. I mean, if you've done TSA, you probably know what I'm talking about as well too. But either way, normally, like I said, in Lubbock, they said the lines normally, on average, you wait maybe 10, 15 minutes and that's it. But like I said, it went all the way out. I was like, oh gosh. I was like, what am I going to do here? And it wasn't moving. But apparently, the situation on that one was one of the machines were down where your bags go through. So they only wanted to run off one machine. But as I got closer to it, it stopped working. So they said they're fixing to start checking bags. And they said it was about 30 minutes a bag. That's what they were. Anyway, so that would put them in more delay. But one of the things that I kind of really, I'm really not trying to use any kind of language on here, but it just really like upset me real bad. So one of the people, they told me to go right, but apparently that was pre-TSA check-in. So I don't know why they told me to go down that way. So I got there and said, you didn't do that. I said, oh, okay. So they made me go all the way back to the front counter. The front counter lady, she said it was already done. So I was like, oh, I'm fixing to miss my flight. So yeah, that was pretty bad. But luckily, I was waiting in line moving up. People I actually met earlier that morning. We had a pretty good conversation. We were just talking about different things, and they're so super friendly. They happened to turn around and saw me all the way back there. So, hey, we remember your earlier said to come back up with us. So I was able to get back in line, in the regular line with them. So just, if you somehow, to the nice people, if I met y'all, if you ever see this video, thank you guys so much. If somehow you ended up seeing this video on YouTube, you watch it. But thanks again. But anyway, so the three of us, we barely made it to the plane. Like, I have never ran so fast in my life after just getting through the bags and checking in and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, we're fixing to miss this thing. But anyways, it did work out, because when we got there, they said about 25 other people needed to be on that plane too. So they pushed it out like 10 minutes, and it worked fine. So, anyways, got into Dallas, and that's kind of where I started my video that day. And the whole day was actually pretty good. I got to, of course, try Whataburger, and it was really good. The chicken sandwich was good, and walked around the shops, and I found I found some souvenirs, and we'll get to that part towards the end about the 2 souvenirs I bought. But anyways, the day was fine, and I was like, just kill time, and I really had a good time in Dallas. It was actually pretty cool. And I did see their TSA was pretty busy. So if you're going through Dallas, nowadays I would probably recommend getting there about 2 hours ahead of time, your flight, honestly. I've actually seen Orlando. I think they're telling people now over there, if you're trying to fly out, you do it within your 2 hours. I think even Atlanta's like that same way too. Like, they're only letting people in within your 2 hour flights or something like that. So just be aware of that as well. If you're trying to get in there early, just be aware of that. Also, I saw when I was there, just like I said, of course, just had a good time there. But towards the end, I was like, 30 minutes after I ate the barbecue. Now, again, that barbecue was really good. I actually took the cup home, and pretty good memories of that barbecue. Texas barbecue is really good. And I know there's always a big debate about Texas and Georgia barbecue. Totally off subject, but I just want to get into that subject. I have to say, Texas barbecue beats Georgia, and that's coming from a guy that loves the state of Georgia. So, I hate to say that, but the Texas barbecue was pretty good. The brisket was good. I hope one day I'm going to go back out to Texas and try it. Because also, the Frisco theme park over there for Universal Kids Resort is going to be opening up. And I'm going to try to go out there next year. I doubt I'd go there this year. I've already been this year to Texas and visit the family. So I doubt I'd make a ride out to Frisco this year. So that'll probably be a 2027 kind of thing. Or maybe 28. Just kind of see how things go around with the channel and my personal life. But anyways, I'm gonna go back on the Dallas. We were out there, and not me, the camera, me, and all that kind of stuff. Just waited there, and apparently the flight attendant never showed up. And you gotta have 2 flight attendants apparently. And apparently it's kind of an ongoing thing. I've been hearing about this, about flight attendants not showing up, and we waited. And we were supposed to leave at 1 o'clock and never left. So the delay was just longer and longer. And then they started offering people, I think it was, they offered, I had a thing on my thing where it was like a $700 offer if I would push out to the next flight. Only con about that was I had to be at work the next morning at 7:45 in the morning. And on top of that, I want to go home and see my kids and my wife and all that. So anyways, I didn't do it. I stayed and waited. And I was like, you know what, I'm just ready to get home. And I just kept waiting there. Well, I was able to charge my phone. I should have honestly documented that situation. But just wanted to talk about now that I'm able to process everything and just want to talk about it. Overall, it was a bad situation. And like I said, the flight coming to Texas was pretty smooth and everything. But of course, you never know what's going to happen on flights. And I think as a one thing, like as a travel planner, I always just when I'm talking to clients that are flying, just be, try to don't try to push it if you're going to go on a cruise, because that's the one, you never know how flights are going to be. So if you're going to fly somewhere on a cruise, I always would recommend, getting there a day ahead of time, just because, and also you can hang around wherever you're going to be at and just explore too. So keep that in mind. But anyways, we were finally able to fly out, and I got there. I was still getting home at 6. I got home at 6 o'clock that day with the time change, but that whole day just wore me out with the time change that day, and then come back home. I had an hour back to the East Coast. It was just a long day. But that was my TSA / experience over there in Dallas. And lastly, I want to talk about the seats. The small seats coming from Augusta to Lubbock. Not Augusta to Lubbock, but Augusta to Dallas. That was a very tight squeeze. Letting them if you know, kind of me, I'm a pretty large guy, and I hate to tell you, I have put on some weight. I'm working on that. I'm like, I let myself go. I've got to quit. Like, so I'm gonna have to quit doing these food reviews. I've put some weight on, of course, these cruises and everything. So I'm getting back in gear. I got 6 days till my next trip. But anyways, so I am 295. So no, I've been in 270s, but no, I've let myself go, and I'm ashamed of that. But I'm on camera, and this is a personal thing, and I'm going to tell y'all guys I'm going to do better, and I'm going to get healthy. So that's I might start maybe like once a week, or maybe like every 2 weeks, may do like a life update video to talk about this, my journey, because I need to start getting healthy again. And so I've been going for walks. Time's been changing. I have longer days. So that's what I've been doing. I've been walking. So I'm trying to get back to, I have a goal. Before I get on the Wish, I want to be at 270, 275. That's kind of my ideal. And we'll talk about that another time. But anyways, I want to get talking about the air flights and all that. Like if you're a larger person like myself, it is a very tight squeeze. So honestly, I recommend, just spend a little extra money. And that's something I wish I would have done and gotten a little bigger seats, because honestly, I probably would have been more comfortable. Had a hard time with the seat, and that's a story too. Actually, I got caught into it, and so I don't even know how it happened, but we were fixing to land. I was trying to buckle. It was a real bad experience, but thanks for the flight attendant to help me out and making a big fool out of myself. But another experience and life lesson learned. But I will say the bigger planes, the seats were a whole lot more comfier, and I was actually able to, when I went from Dallas to Lubbock, they had a whole bunch of seats available, and they let me actually sit in a bigger seat, and it was so much more comfortable. Like, I enjoyed it, so I was very appreciative. But I will, in the future, I probably would upgrade my seat, say if I was going on a long flight, because eventually I would like to fly out to California and go to Disneyland. That's in my works at some point in the future, and I would probably just go ahead and do something like that. But anyways, guys, I don't want to talk more about that. So we're done talking about the American Airlines and my flight there. But yeah, we're getting really close to 1,000, guys. I can't believe it. It's been honestly, I wish, like, this is a small channel. I'm nothing big. I do what I like to do, and cruises is pretty much, I watch the algorithm, and my cruises do better than all my other kind of stuff does. So this one probably won't do as good. Like, my last video didn't do as good as I want it to, but that's okay, guys. I'm just trying to be more consistent with my content. Whether the video does good, does bad, it doesn't really matter to me. I do this kind of just for fun. Eventually one day, I want to get to where I want to get at. But right now, I'm enjoying life, enjoying time with my family, and I enjoy making content and just sharing my adventures and just different things. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I got one more big video I want to put out there. I still need to finish my Virgin video, the tour I did on the Scarlet Lady. I've had this past few months has been really crazy between school and just everything else going on. But I'm gonna start working on that video after this one. But until then, guys, thanks so much again for watching. You have a great day. If you have not, or if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000. I'm gonna be having another video talking about my 1,000 giveaway. I think you're all gonna like that because we'll talk about it next one though. But anyways, guys, see you guys in the next one. The vlog is out.